Hey everybody, today I wanted to do a project and kind of like a how-to on how to extend your irrigation or your drip line system in your garden. For those of you that have been following the channel from the beginning, I think it was the third video or maybe the fourth video that I posted, I installed a drip line system or an irrigation system out here in the garden, but I need to expand upon it, improve it. There are certain areas that I've noticed they just don't quite get enough water when I have it turned on. And then the new garden that I have put in I need to extend it over to this garden, along with taking care of the raised beds that I have over here also. So that's what I'm going to do today in this video. I'm going to extend and improve upon my current drip line system. Let's do it. So as a real quick review, this is the system that I installed. Starts over there, goes all the way down the garden, this back garden. See there the lines. Back behind there, behind all of this, and it stops right there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to extend it from here. We're going to take it up this fence line, and then I'm going to make sure that this raised bed where the single seed challenge plants are, and then that raised bed are connected to the water system. Plus, we're going to take it under the grass and then link it in to this raised bed. So that's the plan today. And the main reason for this is, obviously, is when you come out to water, you don't want to spend 30, 40, 50 minutes watering your garden. It's fun to be out here, but it's hot. So you could be doing other stuff while you're watering your garden, like looking for pests, caterpillars, aphids, whatever, harvesting. I've got that big spaghetti squash there growing. It's going to come up soon and come off the vine soon. So that's the whole point for doing an irrigation system, is to save you time. You've got to water, but you don't have to water. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's do it. All you got to do is uncrimp your line and take off the figure 8 stopper thing. I don't really know the name of it. All right, and then what we're going to do is, because we're taking this line up the fence and we're taking this line over that way, I got a T adapter. These are really simple. You just push the line in until it stops. And it's that simple. Okay. Now we're going to use the part that I just cut off on this end. Waste not, want not. Then take an L, take it up the fence this way. And just like that, we've already got it ready to go down under. I'm going to have to dig a little tiny trench under the grass over to that raised bed. And then but first we're going to take this up the fence and over. So yeah, not going to show everything. Obviously this would be super boring, so it's going to be done in parts. And here we go. Okay, as you can see right over here, I went ahead and got it all secured to the fence. Okay, and just like that, we've got the line taken all the way over, almost to where we're done, before we put in the watering hoses and everything, watering lines. But first we got to cap off the end. So just like we did on the last one, slide it on, crimp it over, slide it back, pull it down nice and tight like that, and you've got it crimped. It's not going to leak at all. This is completely sealed now. Okay, so for the biggest thing you need for this is a little hole punch. This puts holes in the line so you can put in the little barbs. And then you got to figure out what kind of hose you want. This is just a normal hose. There's no pre-drilled holes in the line, so I'm going to use that, connect them to these little sprinkler heads, and see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll take them out and change it out. So right here I already put the hole in using this. Now you just take your barb, and once you hear that little click, you know you're good. Now I'm going to go and put a second one in, because I'm going to put 2 sprinkler heads in this bed. Like that, we got 2 nozzles ready to go. Now I just got to measure out the hose. Now what I would suggest is putting these barbs on your tube before you stick them in to the main line, because this is a bit of a pain. But you just keep pushing the tube until it's completely flush up against the back. There you go. And these sprinkler heads here will cover this whole area, and then that one will cover all of this in here. So those 2 heads should take care of this whole thing, but we won't really know until I turn on the water and test it. So now it's just time to knock out this one, and then I can test the line and see just how successful or screwed up I did this. But just an update on the single seed challenge plants here from the last video that I did. I've completely eradicated the caterpillars. I haven't seen any caterpillars in 2 days on here. So I think the combination of the neem oil and the 7 dust obviously worked really well. So yeah. Okay, so this one is completely done. See, I got the line going right here to the sprinkler head. And the cool thing about these sprinkler heads is you can see the holes there. You can adjust where you want the spray to go. So these are cool. This one's a different one. Where's it at? It's so hot out here. That one. So this one's a different one. I'm not sure how this is going to spray out, but I know I can adjust it by turning the nozzle. So let's turn the system on and test this out. Well, I guess it'd help if I turned that off, huh, or plugged it up. So yeah, epic fail, but it's all good. Part of learning. Okay, so just for the sake of testing, I went ahead and just connected a hose that has an end cap on it that I can just pull out of there when I'm ready to take it to the other side, to the other raised bed. So let's check it out. So here we go. Coming down, coming down, coming down, and bam, look. Perfect. And in all honesty, I probably only need this sprinkler in this bed. I'm gonna have to adjust the water flow, but this bed is gonna be good to go. And then this one, I'm gonna move this one more over here so this pepper plant gets more water. But look at that one. That one's doing great. Yeah, so the water's staying in here. Don't really want to water the grass. So we're good. This bed is good to go. This bed is good to go, but I do have to adjust these heads. It's way too much water for this little bed. But yeah, we're good. Okay, so for this raised bed, it's about 11 foot long, somewhere in that range, about 4 foot wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the pipe first, connect it all with the elbows and the T-joints and everything, and just get that part laid out before I run the line that's going to go under this grass, because it is getting really hot and I'm not trying to have another episode like a couple Sundays ago. But yeah, so that's the plan, and it's just time to knock it out. And now all I have left to do is to bury that line. But it's about 100. I am really starting to feel it. So I am going to take a break. Okay, so as you can see, the sun has finally gone down. It's been about 3 hours or so since earlier, maybe 4 hours, when I had to just take a break. The heat was too much. I was getting really lightheaded. I didn't want another episode from a couple Sundays ago to happen again today. So took a break, pounded a whole lot of water, had dinner with my kiddos and everything, and now it's time to knock this out. Now all I have left to do is to install the, well, that was exciting. I think I'll leave that in. In fact, I'm going to leave that in. That's just part of filming. I don't have anyone out here to help hold the camera, so I've got it sitting up on a chair on the tripod, and the wind got it. So yeah, it is what it is. So all I have left to do is install the drip system, the actual tubes, sprinklers, all that, onto the raised bed here. So I'm going to use this Half Moon edger to actually dig the line, and then kind of pull the grass out, dig a little bit down, bury the tube down, cover it up, call it a day. So that's it. Let's knock it out, and yeah, let's knock it out. Okay, so I got them all in, and as we come down the line here, they're not exactly the way I want them to be. I need to really tweak this a little bit, but everything is covered for the most part in this bed, and that's all. It's really easy. There's nothing difficult or scary about doing an irrigation system, but yeah, so but we're done. So hey everybody, that's it. I've got it all done. This was a really easy process, other than it just being really hot. There's really not a lot to putting in an irrigation system. The hardest thing I'm having trouble with is trying to figure out how to keep the faucet from dripping when I hook the timer up. I can't get it to not drip. I tried everything, so I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, I've tried everything. Tape, extra washers, just, I don't know. So other than that though, the rest of this is pretty simple. Nothing's really difficult about it. You just got to get out there and do it, and just enjoy the process. So with that being said, if you like this video, please share it. If you found it educational, please share it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, check me out on Facebook and Instagram, downhomebackyardgardening.com, and as always, shine bright and harvest hard. Bye.